Aloha, beautiful High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Pink Bella. Aloha to all STARSEED light workers, all beautiful souls ascending, 144,000. Hope you're all doing amazing. So I have a few deep dive topics that the Galactic Alliance brought forward for me to share with you all today. We're going to do some Galactic Akashic records, downloads, information for you all. I'm going to look at California. And again, prayer sent out to California and all beautiful souls that might be going through that experience. If you're there, let us know how you're doing. And other than that, we're going to look at the correlation between the LA area and the smart towns. I started to look at this right after Lahaina, Maui in 2023. So pretty well every major event so far has been connected to the smart town. So we'll just take a look at that, see what other information we need to know. I also want to look at January 20th in the USA is going to be a big date for your country, but also there's going to be a ripple effect around the world. So I just want to take a little peek at it. I will be live next week after the 20th, and we can share a little bit more about that as well. I also was guided to sort of talk a little bit about starseed blocks, like manifestation blocks, dark ET interference. And I had an article brought to me that was written by someone way back in October 15th, 2017, about when star seeds awaken. And then as an initiation, we're moved into the false matrix. And then we go through a whole bunch of things. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought it was super interesting that it came my way now to share with you all. There's a couple other things. Thank you, everyone who's been booking sessions, packages, mentorships. Still some Zoom call availability for January for the Jumpstart January offers. Website and email is in the description box. That's the email's the best way to get a hold of me. If you have any questions about the offers, let me know. But yes, I still have some availability before the end of the month if you want to jumpstart your reality and your direction and your empowerment, your abundance, all of that before February. That would be awesome. So just reach out. And what else do they want me to share about that? I think that that's it. As I go through pieces of our topics today, if there's anything specific that correlates with that topic, like a session or a package, I'll share with you that way. A couple of other things too. I have this list that came my way. So I'm multi-purpose, multi-dimensional. My superpowers, I do offer quantum healing with the Akashic records to balance chakras and bring in information to help clear and heal timelines like with ease and grace, as you know, as quickly as you can handle it and I can handle it to help level up your reality. But I also, bring in information maybe for decisions that you need to make as well. But one thing that came forward last year was a list of me scanning for all of you for sessions. It's come forward for me again to share. I've added a couple of things. So before sessions, especially if you've got health issues or you've had ascension issues for a long time, was given a list, and I scan myself for this as well. So you may have, if something has come up and it's not healing, it could be viral, but it also could be bacterial, it could be fungal, it could be heavy metals, it could be parasites, parasitic. Information that came forward today was actually energetic parasitic energy. It wasn't actual parasitic. Combo could be a combination of a couple of those. Another one would be connection to airborne toxins from people who've had the magic potions, also called shedding. AI toxins, which would be an overwhelming, somehow you've ended up in an overwhelming situation where your AI toxicity has gone up. That could be nanoparticles, that could be EMF particles, etc. Then you might also be going through a DNA upgrade or a chakra upgrade. What was the other one? The new one that just came in is airborne toxins from fog. So that's just a couple of things that I scan for. I also, maybe I'll add this to list. Sometimes if it's Archon related, dark ET related, I will do a scan for any cloaked implants. And if there's anything, like let's say for a regular session, there's like 2 or 3 and you agree to it, then your team will help to start dissolving them. And those are tracking tags and interference tags. Yes. So Anyway, I'm going to look at that for you all, but I want to share that. And I will talk about the dark ETs when I get to the Starseed portion and do an update, because I haven't done an update for a little while. Just about where they're at, what the game plan is, and what percentage is still here on Earth. Okay. All right. So they're saying to look at, okay, let's look at the January 20th date. Also, will we have full disclosure on that date or not? So this is going to be for everybody. It's going to be for the US. Maybe what I'll do is a card for US, card for Canada and global for the January 20th shift in power and timeline. And that date has been picked for all of us for a number of years. So for the USA, new partnerships and alliances. For Canada, material and spiritual prosperity. So this alliance, this new timeline is going to benefit Canada. And if you don't feel that that's the case, it's because you're going to be going through a remembering and an awakening of what's coming. Okay. And for the global stage, we got number 7, patience and planning. So it will impact you as well, but it's going to be a little bit of ways. This other card wanted to come out, heightened intuition. So, but it came in upside down. So this is the High Priestess card. So things that have been hidden for all of us are going to with great effort, start to come forward. Okay, so I'm going to do a clarification card for partnerships, new partnerships and alliances. A new timeline has started on the 20th of January. 2 of Pentacles. This is going to be balanced and highly beneficial for everyone in the USA and also for all other partnerships and alliances. Material and spiritual prosperity, which is going to benefit Canada, even though many are in fear right now. So let's see what that means. Many Canadians right now, we have the 8 of Pentacles with someone who is tied up and blindfolded. Many Canadians are actually not aware of the benefits of everything that's going to happen because of their third eye hasn't opened yet. Okay. Also got the 4 of Pentacles. It's like hanging on to everything that is old, don't want the new. That is not the majority, but that's the souls that are here that are not maybe friends or family who are not yet aware. They've got all this programming over their third eye. There's going to be an offer that comes forward, and this group of individuals will not be happy about it. All those 3 cards came forward, right? So let me just see and look at, like, so this individual's getting not happy, pouting, don't like the results, but look at this, like, this is actually a really beautiful offer that's coming forward for Canada. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles that came in for Canada as well. So the offer that comes is actually going to be very beneficial for all of Canada. So we'll just remember that. And what about clarification for the global stage, patience and planning with everything unfolding? There's a 7. We also have the 7 of Cups. So again, patience and planning and choosing wisely. 7, 7. So this ripple effect is going to impact the global stage, but it's going to be, again, a big percentage of souls that need to see clearly, right? Like not the smoke and mirrors, but actually what's going to be unfolding, right? I feel like even some of the announcements, some of the decisions are going for the USA are going to just bring, like, as an example, bring food products up to standard that many places on the global planet have already done. Like things that have been various toxins are going to be now banned, that kind of thing. So, which will benefit everyone. Okay. Oh yes, I mentioned to you this as well. So that's for the 20th. I'm going to just pull 1 card for each, one overall message. And then I'm going to look at disclosure on that date, UFO disclosure, any kind of disclosure. So for the USA, that date, we got the Venusian Galactic Council, which is a very defined feminine energy. Star being guides are overseeing that day for you and everyone involved. It is now your country's time to shine. I love that. All right, so what about Canada on the inauguration date? What message do we need for Canada? Oh, major initiations and a recharge and a reboot for Canada. It also says trusting the process. So the message for Canadians is trust what is unfolding. Don't go into fear about the fear factor right now is to keep your third eyes closed. The fear factor is also to get everybody moving and waking up. So it's going to be okay, but we're to trust the process of what's unfolding. Okay, not to buy into the media. Remember, this individual and his entourage are business people. They're not professional, and this is intentional. They're not professional politicians. That because that's like acting. These are professional business people who want us all to succeed. Okay. And they're going to be doing a rebuilding. Now, what about global stage? What do we need to know? Global solar light upgrade. So, this is going to help all of us globally to step into our power to unify as a collective. I love that. And remember, I'm just listening to the Galactic Alliance. I am not partial to anything. I am partial to all of us as humanity to unify and work together and step into a more empowered global energy, because that's for sure when we're going to have first contact. Okay. Which means that we've been invited to rejoin the Galactic Alliance. Okay, so let's ask if there will be any sort of disclosure on the 20th, like truth for humanity. Okay, so I'm gonna ask about let's ask just before the 20th, from now through the 20th, then on the 20th, and then let's say a week after. So 2 cards wanted to come out from now through the 20th. So the star card came forward, which is our star council. So they are overseeing and making sure that everything is okay. There's also emotional withdrawal. They're letting us know that we should all like be quiet and meditate and stay calm from now through the 20th. So what about the date of the 20th? Any exposure, UFO number, so spiritual strength. So number 9, which is completion and new beginnings. So the 20th marks the date for us all a new beginning of spiritual strength, a large percentage of spiritual strength. And what about the from 1 week after the 20th? Wisdom. Already 1 week after the 20th, we will have gained so much more insight, wisdom, and confirmation for things that we've all wanted to know. Okay, so far I'm not seeing any galactic information, but we'll see what else wants to come in. Clarification card for the hope and again, it's like the emotional withdrawal. From now through the 20th, spend lots of time in nature, breathing and relaxing and staying calm. Because even excitement can be like a looshing energy. Too much excitement can be like a looshing energy of another version of fear. Okay. So the day of the 20th, we're changing guard, we are graduating, and we're moving back in. We got major arcana moving back into balance. Then 1 week after, with all this wisdom that we've gained, wisdom is light, light expands us all, right? We have 7 of cups, and the bottom is 10 of cups. So this is different. So a lot of wisdom. A lot of people are still going to be like, don't know. That could just like we've been lied to for so long, for so many years. Many souls are not. Many of us are going to go, wow, grateful. Many are just going to be going, not sure yet. But we got the 10 of cups overall. So this is like the beginning of all of us collectively being very happy about this big, big change. And it's just the beginning of the big change too. So I don't see any big announcements about UFO disclosure. I feel like that's coming, but I feel like there's other pieces that need to come first. So let me again, I'm just going to pull 1 card for from now through the 20th. Orion activation. So all Galactic Alliance members, there's potential for more UFO and UAP sightings from now through the 20th, especially around the DC area. Renewal and rebirthing of the light. So that's exciting. Supernovas. And we've got the Comus Atlas in our in our space area as well. So we'll see. I'm kind of excited because there could be a lot more UFO and UAP activity, which is awesome. Then on the day we have half our light coast. So this is not only going to be like a big day for USA, but this is going to be a big full system upgrade. We could have X flares. We're all reclaiming our power and our sovereignty. So we could even have like X class flares that day and like a celebration. I see like all the Ewoks celebrating with the fireworks, right? So yeah, so we'll see what happens on the 20th. It's really going to raise the vibration for a lot of people. And then the week after, like from that date for the next week, soul star activation, more knowledge, more wisdom, remembering who we are and fulfilling new soul contracts, new alliances, right? So we'll see. So I'll be looking at this again next week after the 20th. And overall message, star being healing codes. We're going to be everyone from the Galactic Alliance and the benevolent ETs, everyone is watching over us, both on and off planet. Wounds are healing, we are recharging, and important information is going to start coming forward for all of humanity. I love that. Yeah, there was a podcast yesterday with Dr. Stephen Greer, and he mentioned that there might be an announcement in the next 72 hours. There might be. If there is, I will come back and do another session for all of us. Okay. All right. So I think that's perfect for that reading. If any of you want a deep dive into your star family, your star origins, I have a STARSEED Quantum Akashic session or package. There's also, which includes your mission. There's also, if you want to get deeper into it, there's a STARSEED Galactic quantum package as well, like a Galactic Akashic Records package. And that would be bringing you like specific information about your origins, who your star family is, how tools to connect with them, and clearing blockages as well. So those are two offers on my website right now. Okay. Let's look at, they're saying, let's look at the dark ones. Okay. So this will tie into the Starseed matrix. So I've been sharing this for a couple of years, especially this last year. And sure enough, this article that was written in 2017 basically talks about as soon as we remember we're galactic or we're starseed, we get turned on. And then we kind of have these tags, and the other teams, all the dark ETs, know where we are, and they know where we are. They play with us, they interfere us, and they try to keep us trapped in a false ascension matrix. Isn't that interesting? Because there's a lot of souls that like suddenly, this angel is bad because they've moved into a false ascension matrix, and they're not even aware of it. So sure enough, this individual writes, when you end up being trapped in this false ascension matrix, it happens when we are knowingly tagged or implanted by the dark forces agenda. These tags manipulate our mind or just to join hijacked groups and then prevent us from leaving. Such groups encourage a herd mentality, prevent us from thinking for ourselves, and make us follow a leader. So even though I call you High Vibe Tribe, and even though I work with you all, I absolutely empower you all to go within, to work with your higher self, and to be more connected with Prime Source Creator as well. So that's super interesting. Now these tags and like known and unknown are connected to a couple of my sessions. The advanced J Seals session, I scan for all of these to help release them. I just let you know, I scan for basic ones in a regular Quantum Akashic session with Starseed information. So I do scan, but there's the big session I have that scans for all of them and then dissolves them for you. That's the advanced J Seal session. As well, I do some of that for the AI nanotech session as well. So isn't that interesting? And then all of this, then they start placing things in our mind that we're being followed, we're being tracked and tagged, they will interfere with things like abundance, with moving forward. They can bring things that will make us unwell. Like I've had airborne viruses brought to me. Like, just if I had known, you all, if I had known, like waking up to be a starseed and helping you all would have been like a rainbow, like wouldn't have been a rainbow, I probably wouldn't have done it. But there were many reasons why I did it. I actually had a big talk to Source last night, and I signed up for this huge initiation that I've been on since 2017. And I've completed with flying colors. So I can now assist you all from a even higher perspective. And they're still always knocking at the door. And my main superpower when I know they're around is a couple of things. One is like my guides will sound like a voicemail, like a nothing, like just like, oh hi, leave a message kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, we're helping you, but there's nothing's help. So that is like they've maneuvered some part of my reality. But I found out that was part of my huge initiation that I've been on, at which source has just kindly removed me. Thank you. And because if I ask the right questions for me or petition on behalf of you all, I get the right answers. So many of us have been on a huge initiation. Some of us, I've been on it since 2010. Some of you have been on it just recently, like in the last couple of years. And the big sign that you're in a big initiation is everything's been removed or everything's almost been removed, like home, job, all of that. That was for you to have a complete 360 awakening, but you now can reclaim it. You can now reclaim it and call everything back to you because you are abundant, you are prosperous. That is your sovereign right. Okay. They don't like that. This is the outer realm, the archons that manipulate the entire false matrix. They want to keep us all in the false matrix. So they will often come and reinstall cloaked implants, reinstall tags, and mind control, negative behavior, and also not allow us to move forward. So I love this individual actually called it a larger agenda of a starseed matrix or a starseed trap. So just because we call ourselves starseeds does not mean we need to be in that. But I just want to let you all know if any of you are having a hard time right now and you're not moving forward because you have activated that starseed frequency, you have implants and tags of interference, and they're keeping you from moving forward. Now, there's one thing that she shares that I don't resonate with because this also means like starseeds are. We were sent here to be part of Prime Source Creator Starseed Ground Crew. We are that, but they're kind of. She's sort of saying that some of our missions, are not true either, which I don't agree with because I know that all of us have a special gift that we came in to assist and share. So that's super interesting to me, but it's interesting because she does suggest that 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, and 9D were compromised. Now, when I do a refresh with all of you, I work with the 22nd chakra system, the 22nd dimensions, the 22nd Stargate systems. I always make sure that they're connected with Prime Source Creator and that everything is refreshed. Okay. And I do that too because I make sure that it's okay with myself. So, as an example, they've been working really hard, and all of us, everyone, right up until the 20th to keep us all separated and against each other. I was guided last night to go for a walk. I put my music on. I went and walked in nature. I was out for 2 hours. I had such a good heart to heart with Source, and my team let me know that they needed me out of my home to recalibrate it, to reboot it, and to make sure that I had a clear connection with them. And I had such a good conversation with Source. It was really great. This is interesting. One more thing. So she also said, upon entering a group like this, starseeds unknowingly enter an agreement of entrapment overseen by artificial intelligence. Whoa. Written October 2017. Like, who knew? So again, because they want to manipulate us and think that we're not able to connect to source directly, they want us to feel like that we're victims, all of this. And that is created by artificial intelligence. Again, this was written in 2017. I could just do a whole video just on that. Okay. So let me now look at, I'm just going to review this. I've talked about this before. I'm going to look at the Archons, the Anunnaki, the Dracos, the Reptilians, and I'm not even going to look at the Greys because the Greys are not on my radar at all. There's going to be other way showers out there who talk about the Greys. That's fine. That's part of their, not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not part of my mandate. I've not ever, I guess I don't have an agreement. I've helped some of you who have been taken by them, but not for a long time. Okay. So in 2020, the Archons were 100% here manipulating our reality. They came up with the idea about the lockdowns. They were down to 59%. Are they less now? It's the same. Okay, it's the same because I think I looked at this like a week ago. Anunnaki were 65%. in charge of everything happening down here. They're the next layer below the Archons. Okay, they're letting me know it's the same, so I'll just review it. It's the same. Nothing's moved yet. It's only been a week or something. So in 2020, 65% was Archon control. They're down to 34%. In 2020, the Dracos were here doing crazy things. 55% presence, down to 33%. Reptilian, 60% in 2020, down to 32%. And the Greys may still have some contracts with some of you out there, but I don't. Anytime I do a scan for any of you that have come to work with me, the Greys have not been involved. Okay. Did you want me to do a little reading around that? They want me to just bring forward some messages for you all. So again, if you feel like you're not moving forward, you haven't had an advanced J seals, that would be the way to go. I also have like a manifesting clearing blockages package for Starseeds and Lightworkers that includes the advanced J seals. It also can include the AI nanotech clearing and a Zoom call, a quantum Akashic Zoom call, or 2 quantum Akashic Zoom calls. Like you could either have the advanced J seals or the AI nanotech. And if you're not sure which one, I can always work with your higher self and find out. Okay, let me pull just a card or two, but what do we need to know about being starseeds and maneuvering around these false matrix tags and anything else we need to know? It's to move us back to source, our pillar of light, and our I am presence. It is in, and this could be the initiations that many of us have signed up for. It is to accelerate our light body activation and to access the divine within. So let's say, if they hijacked up to 9D, well, then we're going higher than that, which is why I've always worked with the 12 chakra, 12D, 22 chakra, 22D systems. Not that they haven't tried to hijack those Stargate systems, but I'm able to always get moved back. So let me just ask, they're still infiltrating, which means they're still infiltrating those lower dimensions, which were to higher dimensions to us. So I shouldn't even call the Earth 5D anymore. However, that will all be cleaned up. We'll talk about them another time. Okay, so we have the I am presence. What else do we need to know? Pleiadian activation. So Pleiadians are overseeing many of the Stargate systems and working with us to help bring resolutions for all of us. They very much are assisting blue rays and healing and my quantum sessions as well. Many of you are connected to the Pleiadian system. They also, I talked about this last time. Some of you have a higher self aspect from the Sirius star system. Some of you have a higher self aspect of the Pleiadian system that's really working with you at this time. I've shifted over to my Arcturian higher self for this week, which is super cool. Okay, and then another message for all of us, the Order of Melchizedek. But again, see the pillars of light? So all of this is accelerating us back to the divine within and our connection as a pillar of light. We're being embraced by the light. We're to keep going with our missions, our personal healing, our missions, and not to give up. And I know all of you have wanted to give up. They've really pulled out all of the stops before the 20th. Absolutely. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, one last session. Let me look at California, the fires in LA. Again, love and light to anything that's happened to. I probably will be organizing some grid work, group calls, as well as there's going to be another divine goddess code grid assignment, most likely starting in February. So stay tuned for that. So I'm not too sure yet. We're waiting literally for the dust to settle around all of this. But just to let you all know, I did look at this before. We're going to call them smart towns. There's a global list of pretty well every major city involved with becoming a smart town by a certain date. So already in the regular media, it's been shown that LA is supposed to be set up for that by 2028. So let's see what else we need to know. And the other team, the dark ones, have to have the information out there. So it's out there. You can just go and look up smart towns, and there's a list. It's pretty well every major city on the planet. Okay. We're not to, oh yes, another message is we're not to feed into the fear. So if you're in any of these areas and you've gone through something extreme, there may be a trauma energy in and around you. So you want to work on healing that and clearing that as best you can, because traumas open up portals to allow them to come in and interfere with our life. Personal, childhood, teenage years, family, ancestral, many of us galactic traumas from the Orion Wars. Okay, so so if you dive down rabbit holes and you get stressed out, you're to drop it and go and do something to raise your vibration, because they want us to stay down in fear. Okay, so anyway, overall partnerships and alliances came in, and we'll get some clarity about what they mean by that. Obstacles and challenges. So the game plan for whatever is unfolding is, like, you can see this individual, it's being blocked. It's being blocked. Look at, there's the blue light and there's the orbs, the plasmoids. So it's being stopped and prevented, and then a reset and new beginning. So it looks like even though we just had the sacral chakra, which is about joy and abundance, even though we just had a big event happen, that was to really shake up that town, LA, that town, and that state, and many people around the world. Okay, yeah, it's like the illusion had to be shattered. So let's do some clarification. Partnerships and alliances. So this is a positive alliance. So the white hats, both on off planet, the Galactic Alliance, are very aware of what was unfolding. And I've been really resonating with this message. It's all, even though it seems so real, because the Matrix does seem real, it is real to us. And we have compassion for anything, if we're in a scenario where there's a lot of harm, we're going to automatically drop everything and help humanity. But right now, the alliance was about money. And what else do we need to know about? Oh, look at the bottom of the deck, everyone. Devil card. Whoa, look at this. Look at this, individuals. Oh, so that's what the original alliance was for that plan. This is where we're at right now. Obstacles and challenges for that side. So it looks like they've won, but it's a movie unfolding. So it's been like, this has happened, but it's now being stopped, and the information is coming out for everybody to find out. Wow, the Leo energy. There's that lion energy, that Lionsgate energy, strength and infinity, to allow everyone in that area to start becoming more of a family again, and for everybody in the state and everybody around the world to understand there's something bigger going on. And yeah, I just keep hearing that song, when the truth comes out, when the truth comes out. Okay, and the new beginnings. What do we need to know with the zero reset, new beginnings? And this beautiful soul, she's like walking on the earth. Oh, I'm already hearing Gaia supports us all. So if anyone got moved out of their location, and many animals, people moving towards a new home, you will be rehomed. You will be rehoused one way or another. Many of us have lost everything along the way. That was my story as well, but it doesn't mean you need to reconnect with the earth, and she will rehome you. And you are all being supported in one way or another. When we're grateful for what we have, more can come when you know that you're worthy of it. Okay, we also have the Seven of Pentacles, so we got lots of hard work in that area to get things back up and running. But a lot of beautiful souls are going to come together to get that happening. Okay, so believe it or not, that's all going to bring back joy and abundance for everyone, because there's a real, I saw another beautiful soul share the same thing. Never has she seen something wipe out so many things with someone who has a lot of abundance to many who didn't. So it's leveled the playing field for everyone. Okay, it's going to bring, there's the Empress, it's going to bring the heart and the soul back to that reality, and that's the rebuild. That's the rebuild for everyone. Okay, so just know that, yeah, shocking, of course, but then we have to think about the same thing for Lahaina, the same thing for Paradise, the same thing for Jasper, Alberta, the same thing for the East Coast. Wasn't fire, but it was a disaster that everyone in Nashville is still recovering from, right? And think about all the other ones we don't know. And also, I keep thinking about all these stories from our cities here in North America where there were these major fires at the end of the century, at the beginning of the new century, to wipe out history, right? Yeah. All right, beautiful souls, that is it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. If you would like your own personal deep dive, jumpstart January, get your life on track, get some answers for you, healing, wellness, abundance, lots of offers on the top of my website, all sessions, packages, my mentorship program, which is a personal one-on-one program I create with you to help you accelerate with whatever you want to create this year. Check that all out at the top of my website. You have any questions, please email me. Still a few spots available for January. And don't forget, I work with your pets and clearing your property and your business and your home too. Sending love and aloha from Big Bella. Thank you for being here. I will be back soon, and love and aloha for now.